Hello for welcome back to a new video. Today I will guide you to the process of creating your own digital identity based on UIID, and I will guide you through the process so you can check out how it looks like and how it feels like building your own UIID. We'll make this video quick, but I will show you every single step that you can do and how you should create your digital identity based on UIID. And after this video, you will have your own UIID to be ready to join the Web4. So basically, for the beginners, what is Web4? Web4 is an ID-based internet, and you need UIID to get into this web. Web4 is the next version based on the numbers before, Web 1, 2, 3. 4 is absolutely necessary because it makes you more anonymous, more private. And you will see why UIID is more anonymous even when it's an identity. Some information when we start this video, we have currently version 2.6.5, but Linksprint is going to release version 2.7 in the next few days, probably tomorrow. So things could get more improved, things could get slightly better, and UIID is an even improving software. So constantly every week there is some minor fixes or new features. So I can just recommend you to check it out. We will do this video more often over time and introduce you to the latest updates of UIID. But for now, I want to guide you through the process of creating your UIID so you can easily, safely access the new internet. All right, so for the beginning, there's one important thing. Do not think that UIID is the same like UUID. Those are two completely different things. UUID is a random identity, and UIID is not a random identity. It's a fixed identity that defines you, and it's like your personal identity at the government. It's bounded to you. But you can create sub-IDs, which I will show in another video. All right, you have to start on uiid.linksprint.com. Just type it in your address bar. You can do it on a mobile device. I will show you on a desktop device right now. So it's uiid.linksprint.com. You can also search on Google or the search engine, and you will get to this page. And I will show you this page a little bit so you can get some insights about what you can do with your UID. So with your UID, you can verify yourself on the internet. Later this year, you will be able to pay on your, for example, local coffee shop with the UID coins. Then you will be able to go through town because your ticket, your bus ticket is attached to your UID. You're able to get rewards from your restaurant. If you are a guest who comes often, you can get rewards to your UID. You have a ticket for concerts that you can attach to your UID. So your UID is like a super identity that you can have to do anything, and so on and so on. And to get your UID, you simply have to press this Get UID button, obviously, and you get on this page. And here's the first thing that you can consider when you get your UID. So you have the option to create it from a social account, like your Google account or your Microsoft account and so on. With a one click, you have everything set up, or you can generate the UID by yourself. Very important, you have to accept the terms of service and the privacy policy, and you have to wait until this bot caption is ready. And I will show you what one-click solutions currently work. So mainly it's Google, Microsoft, Meta, and GitHub. And I think Meta is the nicest one because finally you can switch or you can transform your centralized identity on Facebook right into a decentralized UIID, which makes you anonymous and private and so on. And we have plans to get on other single sign options like LinkedIn, Slack, GitLab, and so on. And Linksprint already announced last week that by the beginning of 2027, we want to have the 100 most active platforms that support OIDC verified identities. We want to have them on UID. So logout, we will create way more options to easily get a one-click join. But for you, I will guide you now through the process of manually creating this identity. So select generate UID. Claim UID is just if you had it previously and you want to claim it now. And then press this button and it will initialize your ID. And you can see this ID now. This is your identity. So it was basically a one click, took 2 seconds, 1 second, not even 1 second. And this is now your ID. And that's basically it. So every other step is just to secure this ID and make it really yours, but you got it. So press this button and now you can create a credential. And I have to say, at the beginning, you can make a passphrase or password, but later you can generate a certificate. And a certificate is like a file that you can store on your device. So on your laptop, you download it, and you don't even need a password, and you don't even need a passphrase. But for security options, it's mandatory to have this two options right now. But as I said, we will improve it and we will give you the certificate option right here at the beginning. But later in the settings, after we created this UID, you can opt in for certificates. And we are going to publish the UID app where you don't need anything. You can just link your biometrics like your fingerprint or your face. And then you need no password, no passphrase. Well, what would I recommend, passphrase or password? Well, in the end, it's up to you, but passphrases are more secure and passphrases are random words, so you can remember them way easier. A passphrase example is if I say, I love apples and bananas. You see, I can remember the sentence that I love apples and bananas. And it's way longer than a password. On the other side, you can also choose a password, like password 1.3 and yeah, no. All right. Now you have to repeat it, whatever you chose, and then you can secure it. All right, and this is a very, very important step. So please do not skip this step. You have backup keys, and backup keys are for account recovery. And why is this so important? Every single platform has it, but this is very important for UID because you don't need to link an email address. You can link an email address, and if you forget your password and you cannot log in, you can email yourself a verified token. But you don't have to link an email address because we want to eliminate email addresses with UID. So you can remember your UID or save it somewhere, remember your password, and you can log in. But if you forget it and you didn't link an email address, you cannot receive the backup codes. So please store this backup codes. It's very easy. Just copy, paste all the keys or download all the keys as a text file or copy all keys, right? And please store those keys. Now you can finish the setup. Welcome, you're done. And one more thing that you can do, but you can skip it. And I would recommend to skip it because, well, less data is better data. You can link your email address. And this is important, as I said, if you want to, reset your password, you can make the comfortable way with getting a link to your email address, or the more complex way, backup codes. If you don't have backup codes, and if you didn't link an email address, we cannot help you. And I'm very sorry, but this is the price that you have to pay if you want to be anonymous on Web4. We cannot help you if you don't cooperate with us. Well, you can set the email address or you can skip it, and then you're done. And this, guys, is your profile. Now you may wonder, okay, the guys at Web4 say you can just have one ID, but I can make this 100 times, or I can automate this process and generate thousands of IDs. Yeah, but you can just verify one ID. So if you go on the UIID store now, for example, and in other videos, we will guide you through all the steps, but I want to show it to you. If you go here and make the identity check, you can read through this and start verification. Now you will see that you can, for example, verify on the UID Classic KYC. In the upcoming version 2.7, this page will look enhanced because we have added a lot more packages here. And whenever you verify, UID just stores a hash of your data. So with this passport that you need, for example, to verify, you can just do it once per ID. This is very important. So in best case, just have one ID, use it for everything. But if you want to be anonymous, you can create an alias. We will make a separate video for that, not because it's complex, but to show you all the benefits it has. But you can create a new alias, you can say test, and this is your sub ID. All right. So you don't have just one ID, you can have sub IDs, but you have one core ID. And now this is, for example, my core ID, and I can use it now. What you can do specifically, some use cases, we will show it in another video. I will link them as soon as the videos are ready. But for me and for the team, it was just important to guide you through the process. On the upcoming app, there will be a few more options, because on an app, you can link the biometrics, as I said, the fingerprint, the face, and then you don't have to worry about passwords, right? Because your fingerprint remains your fingerprint. All right, great. All the things, we will explain them in another video. I can just recommend you, please create a UID, because it will improve your life. It will improve your life, and it will help us more to get more partners. And right now we have more than 10,000 verified UIDs. So this is incredible. And just bring more people on UID, create UIDs for everything, and let's bring more people on Web4. And all the other things, again, we will show them in another video. But for now, thank you for watching this video. Keep using UID, keep using Web4, and we'll see us in